Devouring! I swear to God!
All right, so you will eventually see everybody who's going to be playing with us. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here. I'm working on getting all of that set up. Let me get the right Discord channel put in here. Da, da, da. Helps if I am in the actual Discord channel, so it pops up on OBS. There it is. Okay, everybody say hi. We'll see if everybody in the chat can hear y'all.
Hello. Hi.
Hello.
How is that coming through? Let's see. So we're going to jump into Fantasy Grounds. So hopefully everybody has downloaded Fantasy Grounds. Hey, Wandering, how are you? Yeah, not everybody said hi, I don't think.
Did you hear me wandering?
Let me see here. Da, 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 da.
Oh, ads.
Gotta love them.
Waha.
Not really,
Waha.
but you could if you wanted to. Let's see. So much fun. You know, working out all the bugs, because that's what you do on stream. Kat, you got to jump into the Discord voice chat. No, ma'am.
I just got an echo.
Yeah, I had to unmute myself in Video Ninja in order to tell Kat
yes.
to join us where the grown-ups
Come
are
on,
playing.
Cat.
Get with the program.
Come on, Cat. Get with the program, Cat.
Boy, do I need to turn down my headphones. Holy shit.
Don't blame me.
I am going to blame you. He had to
Welcome.
yell at you.
Well, I need to be yelled at.
That is so cool. So,
Bash, man.
fun side note, the Stream Deck has a deal that you can adjust everybody's Discord audio on the Stream Deck rather than having to go into Discord to do it, and I'm super excited about it. It is, in fact, the little things. Hello?
Mm.
Yeah, yes, hello. Goodbye.
Bye.
Alrighty then. Okay, so I need to,
Find more help.
I mean, obviously I need help. I'm doing the thing that I said that I would never do. And here we are.
Be on fantasy grounds.
Okay, that's two things I said I would never do. Be on fantasy grounds and run a game. And I'm doing them both at the same time. What does that tell you?
That you love us very much.
You played yourself.
I did indeed. I was just so excited to share like the Fallout wonderfulness. That was a wild Misa arch. Indeed. All right, and I'm going to be flipping back and forth between two computers. I'm excited to be here. It's been interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. And I've been having fun. So the, just in case it's not like super obvious, the orders for the tokens are caps. I found a thing. I'm like, caps. Caps are perfect. We need caps. We need lots of caps. Yes. We do indeed have a collection of caps at our house.
Am I able to turn my camera on?
You'll get it figured out.
These are questions.
Questions need answers. Let's see. We need this.
Do you use a specific program so that it comes up like
Are you in Video Ninja?
No, I am not in Video Ninja.
That's where you'll need to be for the video.
I need to be in Video Ninja.
Yep, I pinned it.
Anything I download or
Nope, it's in your browser. And
in my browser?
yeah, so I pinned the Video Ninja
That-
link in the Fallout group chat thingy.
Cool. I'll go check that.
Okay.
Hey, Bashman.
Hmm.
Nice hat.
I know, right? It's
You're torturing me. You know that.
He knows
I mean,
exactly
if you
what
want,
he's
I
doing.
can go grab one of the other hats and put it on.
You're not going to like that much either, I would imagine.
What the other
The
Orcus
other
one?
hats?
All right, the other one.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, like a dagger in the back.
It's funny because we have like 4 here.
Oh, ouch.
Okay, why are you not showing up?
Because I'm made out of bees.
Bees!
No.
It's the bee's
Oh,
knees.
there he is. Got him. There's going to be so much going on this screen tonight, guys. I really apologize.
But like, do you really though?
No, not really. I mean, this is session 0. It doesn't have to be perfect right just yet. That won't happen till about session 25.
Probably 13.
Okay, that sounds about right. Yeah, I had to wait till everybody was in Video Ninja and stuff before I could pull the links for the videos into OBS.
By session 13, we'll have solved all the starting problems, and we'll have new session 13 problems.
Yes. Well, Takashi, I haven't had a chance to resize and fix and do all of the things. That's why everybody has big ass face cams. I mean, let's be realistic. There will be a brand new set of problems every single time we decide to do literally anything. So every time we log on, there will be a brand new set of problems. It'll be fun.
A lot of them will probably be me.
Well, I mean, at least you're honest about it. No, they'll actually
I know what I am.
they'll probably mostly be on my end. There will be foul
Yeah.
language, but you won't hear it because I'll probably mute myself.
I'll just throw a wrench in there every now and then. It'll be exciting.
There you go. You gotta live on the edge sometimes.
Sometimes?
Most
Only
of the time.
sometimes?
Most of the
There
time.
we go. That's better.
Chaos.
We live for the chaos. Pat, do you not have your video on?
Yeah, I turned it off. I'll get it on
No,
again.
it's fine.
Just-
I was just making sure it wasn't something going wrong on my
no,
end.
no, it's off at the moment.
Let's
Like,
see.
I also have glasses and they're pretty reflective. I could take them off, but then my face looks dumb because it's mine. So there you go. But dumb in the best way. Like,
Remind me to slap you upside the head the next time we're at GaryCon.
I'll be smiling so big it won't matter. Be like, oh yeah.
Don't worry, I'll remind you. I'll have plenty of downtime
Yeah.
to remind you.
That's funny. You have 0 downtime.
For now. Boom, boom, boom. Everyone needs more downtime.
What is downtime? What is this downtime that you speak of?
I honestly, truly can't remember. I do need to remember how to put a person in the thing for my picture.
I do. Oh, you mean in Fantasy Grounds? I'm like, what are
Yeah,
you talking
I can't
about?
remember a lot. It's been a while.
Well,
Click the deal and it pops up an option for token. And you choose your portrait.
yep, you just have to.
Yeah, I've been in there and I'm trying to do that, but it won't let me like actually like load something.
let's see, if you click on portrait and then go to folder, then you can pick whatever folder your picture is in.
Say hi, Loki.
I need to put it in a folder.
Well, there's your problem.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that part
Is
anymore.
that Noki? Oh,
Puppy.
sweet pupper doodle.
Yesterday was his birthday.
Well, happy birthday, Loki.
Where's the treats redeem?
I know. We need to have a treats redeem for Loki. He'll end up weighing 500 pounds. He'd be like,
Worth it.
treats for the dog, treats for the dog. Hey, Lady M, how's it going?
We can't say that word around him. He knows it.
I would imagine that he does. And I bet you can't spell it either because he's pretty smart.
We just say the T word.
TREETS.
Uh-huh. Yes, I've been playing with the maps feature, and so people on stream can see it, but I will share the ridiculous map that looks like it was drawn by a third grader. I guess people on stream can't see it because everybody's face cam is in the way. Let's see. But yes, I put lights on the map so that, you know, you can see things and yep, everybody make sure that you have Fantasy Grounds updated because that will be a struggle through all the things all the time. Oh, Newton's in. I can put Newton's picture in. Oh, stop it. Oh, that this is being dumb now. Drag and drop. Genius. Okay, got it. Oh, well, that didn't work. Oh, that would be bigger. All right, there we go. All right. So is everybody loaded into Fantasy Grounds?
Affirmative.
Affirmative.
All right. So if you haven't done this yet, you need to go to modules and load in the modules that are available there for you to load in. When you click on it, when it's finally loaded, there will look like there's a book open. It takes a little while for that to happen. Like not a super long while, but just a little bit. And then just so everybody's aware, we're starting out with a pre-written module. But because everybody has done such a fabulous job of writing characters, I have so many ideas for like ways to branch off of that if everybody's still having fun, or if everybody's having fun, period, we can continue on to a campaign. But where we are starting is with the adventure that is in the starter kit.
I like how you say that though, like we're gonna live. And I feel like probably not.
I mean, I have faith in y'all. I think we're going to do a fabulous job of surviving this.
That's so funny. You shouldn't.
I mean, my thing is, I want everybody to have fun. I am not trying to kill you yet.
Do
Unless,
do
you
we
know...
get quick saves?
Wait,
Like
that's
right
not
before
what
the boss
happened?
fight, we quick save, and then or if we have a speech encounter that we don't like that we fail, can we just quick load?
Well, my thought was, if you die, we'll just do an "oh my god, they killed Kenny," and you just come back like 15 minutes later.
So expect to die. Got it.
No. There was a built-in backdoor so that if you should die, which I hope doesn't happen, if you're really enjoying playing that character, then we just bring the character back. I mean,
Plus, if this is like their other 2D20 rule sets, it's harder to die in these than it is in 5e.
but make any death grand? Yes. Let's see. So everybody let me know when you have the modules loaded.
I have the modules loaded.
Theoretically, if someone didn't know how to load a module, how would they do it? I mean, not me, obviously, but someone else.
Obviously not, no.
With someone.
But someone. So once you're into Fantasy Grounds and you have your whole, like, and everything is updated and you have joined the group, under the library tab, there's a deal that says modules. You click on it, and then you click on each of the books that are available there for you, and that loads your modules. Yeah, asking for a friend. Absolutely.
Fox, see that Todd the Impaler up there? You can just move him off to the side. I was just messing around making that character I talked about last time for funsies.
Okay.
That was the ghoul.
That's funny.
So there were 2 books that came up when I activated. Do we activate both of those?
Yes.
Yeah. You are correct, sir.
Yep, that way we have the stuff from the regular Fallout 2D20 book and then the stuff from the Wanderer's Guidebook, which has a few more options for characters. Well, I don't want to take him off because I don't want to delete him. I need to figure out. I thought I set it so that characters that hadn't been picked weren't shown. Let me see. Yes, everyone, I will be learning how to use Fantasy Grounds as a GM, which is going to be way more painful than watching any new players try to figure out how to use it.
It'll show up on your end, but it doesn't show up on ours.
Oh, does it not? Excellent. The thing is, everybody's seeing my screen, but I was going to pull up for gameplay, I will have a separate screen that's got just what the players see rather than what I see. So everybody's getting a peek behind the curtain tonight, and that will be the last time, in theory, that that happens. Because there will be a lot of fumbling around on this screen here. I can tell you that. Let's see. So Todd is going to be a pre-war ghoul then, huh?
He would be, yes, but I don't plan on playing him. I was just goofing
Yet.
around making one while everybody was kind of.
Yet.
Right now, I've got Mr. Handy. Thank you.
All right. So if everybody has the modules loaded, that's right. Forget. Pay no attention to the person behind the screen. Does everybody have the modules loaded?
Yes, I do.
I believe I do.
Okay. So you can hit characters, and there's a little plus sign at the bottom if you want to add a character for yourself. And I'll just kind of show what you guys are seeing so that everybody knows. Let's see. Trying to arrange everything so things can be seen. Okay. And then you go to select your origin. And if you want information on each of the origins, you just click on the little lightning bolt beside the origin, and it will give you all of the information. I would suggest that you leave that open, like you click on whatever origin you want and pop it open so you have an idea of some of the things like the equipment packs and stuff that are available to that character. And yeah, there are some different origins that are available on here that weren't available in the base stuff because I got that other book for it. They didn't have the Settler's Guidebook available for Fantasy Grounds, or I would have grabbed that one too because it had some other stuff in it as well, but we'll make it work. We'll have lots of different options. And let's see, once you pick your origin, you go to your special. So basically, and I love how this character creator is set up because it tells you pretty much everything that you need to know. So like if you click on the special there at the top, it says each attribute starts with a rank of 5, and then you can spend 5 more points across the 7 attributes. And you can increase them to a maximum of 10 each. And then you can reduce any attribute from 5 to 4 to gain a point to spend somewhere else. I was really nervous about like the whole character creation aspect of this after having gone through it in D&D because it's not as easy in D&D.
I must be
It's
doing
really
something wrong
fun.
Where you at?
because I cannot select an origin.
So if you put the modules onto yours and you can see them when you double check the modules, if it hasn't reset in there, you might have to reset Fantasy Grounds because I had to do that when I was making mine because it wasn't showing that they were active till I restarted Fantasy Grounds. It was a bummer, but it worked.
Mine is showing as active.
Did you do it before you started trying to make a character or after?
I don't know.
If you restart Fantasy Grounds, it should refresh it and it should be there I had to do it, but then I was able to easily see everything. I had the same problem though.
Because Fantasy Grounds.
It's just a quirky setup thing. I don't know.
I mean, coming from somebody who plays 7 Days to Die quite regularly, I'm used to glitches and things going horribly, horribly wrong. You just gotta roll with it. We'll work through it together as a team.
Gross.
I know, isn't it just disgusting?
Ah.
Well, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in.
Hey, that's mine. This is my husband.
Oh, well,
Hey,
awesome.
husband. Thanks.
Yes, thanks for the follow. We'll get you in here eventually.
Yeah, someday when like the kids like are more consistent, maybe, or if I die, he can just step in for a couple weeks or whatever.
Till he dies, and then
But
we'll
then
just bring you back. We'll just switch you out.
But then
Be
he might
tag team.
just like him more than me though, and I don't know.
They could create a situation where he's actively rooting for your death.
I mean,
that
I'm
can
fine with
happen.
that. Like, as long as he's not actively planning my actual death, we're good.
That's valid. Yeah.
Just don't up your life insurance.
I'm pretty sure neither of us has any. So if I ever find out I do, then
Well,
I'll
that-
be super
That's when you
sus.
start worrying. Yep.
Why do
You
my
doing?
signatures look the same?
Why'd we get this mail about our life insurance policy? I don't like this. It's uncomfortable.
That's what they call in
Let's
some
go
cultures
fishing.
a bad sign.
Don't
And why
worry
does
about it.
and
Don't
why
worry.
does it only have my name listed on it and yours just it says beneficiary? I
How
don't
many
understand.
millions of dollars is this? This seems weird, Dylan. He has his reasons. It's
Dice
fine.
are expensive.
Indeed.
Dice are
Indeed.
expensive.
That means I'm safe for a while then.
And I have to be honest, I'm not sure if he's actually listening to sound or actually just watching Star Wars stuff. Who knows? It's a coin toss.
Either
Star
way.
Wars Day is tomorrow. Who knows?
I start with 5 attribute points and then I do what?
Then you pick 5 attributes through and put them in the other.
I'm just trying to figure out how many I assign above 5.
You let me get back over to that screen.
So the way it looked is each attribute starts with 5. You can take one off of any of them, but then you have 5 additional points you can put to any of them.
Yeah. So you have basically 5 that you can assign.
Bash, you need to tape something weird on the bottom of your cup.
I think he needs to find a cup with a mustache printed on the bottom of it.
It says something weird like eat more nachos or is that
I used to
arsenic
have
in here? Who knows?
I used to have one that had, the middle finger sticking up on the bottom. That one went.
You would.
That sounds like you.
Yeah, tonight, Regent, it is the session 0. So we're building characters and talking about what everybody's planning on playing and kind of expectations. My expectation is that I'm going to try not to kill you, but that we should all have a good time, and snarkiness is, in fact, encouraged. So,
We're in danger.
Bash
I
is going
mean,
to talk about his
you for
triggers.
sure. Yeah.
No, I don't want to hug. Go away.
all right, I'm actually going to step away for just a second and go
Oh my god.
get my tea. I know I'm.
You're gonna trust us alone in here? I don't know.
I mean, chat can tell me what you all have been up to if you guys are being naughty.
Wait, who's a snitch?
Chat didn't see shit.
Chad didn't know nothing. He has life insurance policies on him.
All right,
He's
I'll
so
be right back.
fancy. We're all so quiet. What's everyone making?
I am a Mr. Handy. Sort of.
You Mr. Footy instead.
No, I'm a Mr. Handy right now, but I may have some wiring issues.
Yeah, we tweaked you to be a Mr. Footy.
You can call me Mr. Whatever.
Mr. Whatever. Got it.
And I can see Newton. I like
right.
I love the picture.
All right, did everybody behave while I was away?
Probably not.
Or
Nope.
not?
Never.
Define behave.
Well, everybody's still alive, so that's a bonus. That's what I'm
Give it
defining
time.
as behaving for right now.
Here you go, cat.
Let's see.
No.
Nice.
All right, and so as soon as everybody has their special points assigned, then you move on to skills. And you choose 3 tag skills.
Mine won't at all.
As a vault dweller, I'm supposed to have 4,
Okay.
but it's not letting me tag 4.
Okay, let me pull up your character sheet real quick.
You might have to do that afterwards after you add in the trait for it. It's finicky about some things.
Yeah. Oh, it'll let me add one for you. So what other tag skill are you wanting?
Maybe.
Okay.
Oh no.
Because I see you've got...
It's really good I have push to talk on, or you would have heard a really obnoxious laugh right there.
Because I see you have energy weapons, medicine, and science. What was the 4th one that you wanted?
Speech is the other one I want.
Oh, I see speech on there.
Okay, well, if you see it, that's good then.
That's weird. Okay. Well, we'll just roll with that, and then you have. Let me see something real quick. Okay, so when you pick a tag skill, it adds 2 to something and doesn't add it to your skill points. So yeah, so you have a total, Misa, of 17 points that you can add for skill points. And it looks like you added an extra 1 to science, an extra 1 to medicine, and 2 to energy weapons. So then you'd have 13 points that you could put through all of the other stuff. And I think we talked the other day, the highest that you can get on a level 1 character is, I want to say, was it 3, Chad? We talked about this. You remember? Bashman will remember, but he walked away.
I'm sorry. I was kind of listening. 3 what?
You were kind of not listening. That's okay.
Please,
Mhm.
please stand by. No, I was writing.
I
didn't know I was going to be called on, teacher. I'm sorry.
At any point, I could call on you. Just be aware that I will not
I'm
get mad or
okay.
snappy about it
I'm on
anyway.
high alert now.
See that you
I'm
are.
on high alert now. Well,
All right.
what was the question? What was the question?
Skill points. Was it 3 or 4 that was the
Yes.
max? 3? Okay.
3.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Do I get a cookie?
Sure. When we're at GaryCon next year, I will be sure and grab you one.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Okay. That's a
Although,
long wait.
I know, right? And it could be taken away at any time, so just be aware of that.
The cookie will be cooked today.
Okay.
And then put in a little plastic
Oh
baggie
gosh.
and put in my GaryCon gaming bag.
Put it in the freezer at least. No,
You-
please put it in the freezer.
You're getting a
at the
plastic
minimum.
baggie? Oh, that's nice. I would have gone paper.
I mean, but then I'm not so concerned about the cookie as it getting like moldy and then destroying things that are in my gaming bag that I take to GaryCon. That was my real concern. Not so much for the cookie.
Are those cookies legal
Yes.
where you're at? Because they're not here.
Those aren't the kinds of cookies that I would be making, thank you.
Well, that's no fun.
Hey, Tonk, how are you? I love how, so I just pulled up the Twitch stream to make sure everything looked okay. Like, my layout isn't great just yet, but we'll get there eventually. And it's giving me the option to knock, but then it says you cannot call in to join your own stream. Thank you, Captain Obvious. I would certainly hope I was on my own stream, but right.
Nah.
Misa, the most that you can have in any skill is 3.
So we start with
Well,
1 plus,
actually,
right?
I will smack you upside the head for a level 1 character. The most skill points you can have in any skill is 3.
well, actually.
That way, everybody is
You're
a
right.
more balanced
Correct.
character to start out with.
Like,
Well, and going through it and looking, like, it is stupid easy to level up. As I was going through the module and taking notes, it was like, okay, everybody made it to this point, you level up. You turn another couple of pages, okay, now that everybody's done this thing, you can level up. So, yeah. I feel like we're going to have some super OP characters at some point. Very early on.
for inventory, that's something I haven't done yet.
Yep. Have you gotten everything What
Well,
if
we
you-
start with 1 perk, right? Not perk. Yeah.
Yes, you start with 1 perk.
I'm going with
Unless-
quick draw.
Unless your origin gives you other perks. I know the one that Bashman picked, he gets an extra perk. So you might look through the information on your that pops up when you click on the link beside your origin and see if it gives you something extra. Because like each origin will give you different things. Let's see. So like the Assaultron, you have equipment packs that you can pick from, and robots aren't susceptible to radiation damage. Neither are ghouls or super mutants. And then survivors.
Yep, and that's what I went with. So I'm educated, so I get an additional tag skill.
You're a survivor or a vault dweller?
A survivor.
Okay.
Miraculously.
And I'll go
So
through
those
all the sheets when everybody's done, because some of it I was reading through and I'm like, that's not super clear. Oh yeah, Wandering, you can play super mutants, you can play ghouls. There's Mr. Handy, and you can pick which kind of Mr. Handy type robot. There's the Nanny Farmhand Gutsy, Mr. Handy, or Nurse Handy that you can choose the equipment packs from.
yeah,
I'm having some issues accessing my character still. Like I hit a button and now I can't like change anything. It feels like.
Okay, so I have Newton pulled up. Obviously, you are a super mutant. So,
Like prior to that I couldn't even select that, and now I can't even see like all the stats that I can control.
okay, that's really odd. Let me see here.
So 2 special attributes and increase them.
And I
by
see
percentage.
I'm going to get rid of the extra one that's on here that says it's owned by you, that has the blank name. And
Destroy them.
destroy. Okay, do you have the character selection screen pulled up?
Yes.
Okay. And so click on Newton.
There's no Newton there. There's just name server.
Okay, that's really odd because when I see the character selection screen, I'm going to go over to my other computer and pull up Fantasy Grounds and see. So many windows. Okay. And I'll have to update it
Yeah,
here
Foxy,
too.
are you
So
gonna have everybody do? Nope, sorry.
what?
I said, were you gonna have everybody introduce themselves and their characters? I think Wandering was asking.
Yeah. So whoever wants to start and kind of give an explanation of your character, that would be fabulous. And, only tell what you want the other players to know, because if your character is keeping secrets, they wouldn't be secrets for long if you set them here. Don't
He's
everybody go first.
Well,
Dark Pawn, you're on the hot seat.
yeah. Okay, so I am playing a Mr. Handy. So he, I mean, he doesn't know much about his past because he's been reprogrammed so many damn times. But we'll see how he runs into the group, and there's not much to differentiate him from any other Mr. Handy floating around. So he's just handy, but his name is Sinatra because he does recall he was owned by a music lover. That's about all he can kind of remember. And he had a cat. He's lost that cat. The cat's name was Gibson. Again, the owner was a music lover. So he's trying to find this freaking cat, and he lost the cat roughly about 135 years ago. Um, he's not great at math, so he's going to try to figure out where that damn cat went. Wandering, are you talking to me? You want me to be happy? Yes, I'm a happy Mr. Handy. Good day, sir. 'Tis a pleasure. Oh, and Sinatra is a pacifist. He's a lover, not a fighter.
Oh, that's funny. All right, so Devouring, try double clicking on Newton's portrait at the top.
I think what's happening is the Newton at the top is not assigned to me. Because I was able to create a new character and I can edit that.
Okay. So if you
just delete that one.
Mm-hmm. We'll try that. Alrighty. So, Kat, do you want to explain your character?
Sure. This is Roxy. Everyone calls her Rox because she's not the brightest, and her survival instinct is about that of a rock. Not too good. She likes big guns. Yeah. Explosives, artillery, pyrotechnics. Oh yeah. She loves it. She used to break in places to tinker with pew pews. She's a little crazy.
She likes big guns and she cannot lie.
Uh-huh. They're fun.
Excellent. All right, Misa, what about you? Can you tell us about your character?
Sorry, Fantasy Grounds, when I have it up, won't let me push to talk. It's weird. I have a vault dweller, and her vault is a bioengineering vault, trying to bioengineer plants that would be used to basically remake the earth. But her vault has since used all the mutations. They love their plants so much that they started to mutate with their plants. And so it's kind of like a vault of maybe poison ivies. And some of them are not very good. They don't like the surface dwellers and think that they are far superior, so they're going to stay down there with all their plants. And mine is a very altruistic character saying, that wasn't what we were supposed to do, our grand plan. What happened? So she ends up going to the surface. She's a little bit mutated. She's got a little bit of leaves in her hair, and she uses Nuka-Cola for her plants. That's how she grows her plants. So since she drinks a lot of Nuka-Cola Quantum, her little hair flowers blossom with a faint blue bioluminescence.
She sounds lovely. Funny side story, I had a high school biology teacher who said one of her favorite words in the whole world was bioluminescence. That has stuck with me for longer than I want to admit to.
And because, everybody was a plant lover in her vault, her name is Lavender Earl Grey.
Love it. Dingo Kango on YouTube said glowing hair is an awesome detail. It is indeed.
Unless you're trying to sneak around.
I mean,
Oh,
why
don't
would
I
she need
mean,
to sneak
I don't have
around?
any points in sneak because she's not really sneaky.
Yeah, but
Her vault
parent
didn't teach her that kind of survival techniques. She's good with plants. She's good with medicine. She's good with science. Maybe not so great because she's a little bit on that. I have a big plan, and I'm gonna make the world better and make a small Garden of Eden for people.
that'll work great. Well, I want to burn the world down.
Yeah, right.
I know this is going to be such a fun group.
And you and Newton can science the shit out of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I actually know science.
Oh, Newton is very good at science.
Oh,
I have a feeling that we're gonna have a lot of conversations where my character is just gonna be like, "Oh my god, I want to get away from this thing," and he won't leave me alone.
Yeah, speaking of Newton, I think Newton should be the next person that gets introduced.
Very well. I am Devouring Eye, and I am playing Newton. And Newton is a super mutant sciencer. He likes to do science. He is not smart at all, and his idea of science is mostly just hitting things.
As you would. I mean,
So he likes to undo the science of stuff too, right?
physics.
Newton is traveling around and doing experiments to figure out why things fall down.
I think I have some quick answers for him.
You will frequently see Newton taking notes on what appears to be used high school textbooks with crayons.
Love it.
yeah, let me see if I can pull up the big picture of Newton that's got the whole shebang, because it's impressive.
It is an awesome picture.
It is.
Devouring, did you draw that?
I did, yes.
That's awesome, man.
There we go. I got it pulled up. So stream can see the full glory that is Newton.
Science is for nerds, and Newton is nerd.
Yeah, I totally see Newton and Skip and Roxy becoming very fast friends, and poor Lavender having to try to keep it down just a smidge.
Well,
Is it falling?
remember, she comes from a vault of people who were evil. Yeah, so she's getting used to this.
She was
Evil's a really harsh word.
Perhaps.
Newton isn't evil. Newton is super mutant.
all right, Skip. It's time for you to explain your character choices. Everybody else has introduced themselves already.
You just the guy in the wasteland. That's it. I know Skip is a former NCR soldier that has, for many reasons, especially if you're familiar with the Fallout lore, has taken to being a wasteland wanderer and has made his way over to the East Coast where this area or this game is taking place. He has kind of developed his skills to be more of a tinkering and repair type person. And luck is just never seems to be on his side. That's it. And he's a human.
All right, Devouring, are you having better luck with making Newton?
Progress is being made.
Excellent. And just so everybody knows, we'll play every other Saturday. There will be some times when certain people can't show up. That's perfectly okay. I think as long as we have 3 people or 3 players, we can move ahead because, like I said, we'll be running the module to start out with. But after that, if everybody's having fun, we'll continue on with the campaign. And it's the wasteland. People can pop in, pop out, all kinds of things. So, some people might sneak off and go check out an abandoned building that turns out to not be abandoned or one of any kind of things. There could be any number of things. So in the vein of session 0, is there anything that anybody absolutely does not want to see in the game? Like, what are your hard passes? Like, if that gets brought up, it's a hard no.
Let your imagination be your guide.
Well, like I plan on getting dog meat, and I wouldn't want dog meat to die. I'd want him to be like, yeah, okay, you can't use him for a while or something.
Oh yeah, with the dog meat perk, if for some reason something happens and dog meat is killed, you get dog meat back the beginning of the next excursion.
Just like you would in the game, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Theoretically speaking, if you had the puppies perk.
Yep.
Yeah, I pretty much don't have any no's. Yeah.
It's
Whatever
pretty much
goes.
just the common sense type.
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, there's some stuff that obviously I'm not going to touch on. Anything that makes anybody like squirm and super uncomfortable. Yeah, no. Because if it makes somebody else squirm and be super uncomfortable, it's going to make me do that too.
I don't know. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Nothing comes to mind first off.
And so I know there's a lot of things in the system that are very new because it's a 2d20 system. So it's different. It's different from a lot of things. So like movement is based on zones. And going through a lot of the stuff that is in the pre-made modules, there aren't any maps, actually, no maps. So just because it helps me
No
keep
maps.
no maps. So just because it helps me keep my head kind of straight and wrapped around, I've started kind of making some maps and coming up with some visuals for things that I know I'm going to explain, but I like pretty pictures. So now granted, the maps that I'm making, they're not super awesome, but you get the idea.
It fits the Fallout motif.
Let's see. But anyway, movement is in zones, so it's not like you can only go 30 feet or you can only go 15 feet because of rough terrain or whatever. It's like zones are separate areas, and depending on where you are, zones could be really big. Like if you're outside, it could be a really big zone, or if you're going through a house, you could have each room be a zone, or you could have the downstairs be one and the upstairs be one. I'm not going to make it that complicated because we're here to have fun and not lose brain cells trying to figure out where zones are. But I am trying to put, like, because I downloaded some like floor plans for houses to use. So if it's a really big house, rooms that are closest to the front door are one zone, and further away are another zone. But that will all be noted on the maps once I get them uploaded and ready to go. Let's see, what are some other things about this specific system? How is everybody doing on their character building?
I need help with getting my image in there, but I did share it in the group chat.
Okay.
I don't know if you wanted to fancy it with like the caps around or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely I do, because that so I downloaded a program called, what is it?
Token tool, I think.
Yeah, Token Tool. And so one of the orders that they've got in there was the cap, and I was like, oh, that's amazing, and it's perfect. Perfect.
She's so happy.
I am easily entertained. So that's working out well for me. Oh my god, I love that picture.
Isn't it so good?
It's amazing. All right, I'm gonna
Pretty much how I look when I'm gaming.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I think I've actually
Right?
seen that look on your face.
Yeah, I'm really good at making that face.
All right, I am actually, let's see. I am going to hide my screen while I pull up Discord because I don't want my Discord up on stream. So I'm trying to remember where I put everything and what I named it all. Boom. Okay. The struggle is real, ladies and gentlemen.
I really wish I could remember what voice I was going to try and use for this character, but I don't remember anymore.
All right. And what bottle cap color do you want your outline to be?
Red?
Red. Got it.
How do you switch that part?
What, the bottle cap color?
Yeah, the border.
I have to do it in the thing.
Ha ha! Ha!
Yeah, gotcha.
I was gonna make a different one for each one of your things, though.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, let's get this saved. And moved over. Then I will reshare. Let me get this pulled up again. All right, so Roxy, da, 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 da.
So I have the super mutant origin selected, but it's not adding my super mutant perk.
Oh, grab the wrong one.
You might have to add that in yourself from the perks menu.
You might want to share the picture of rocks with a wandering asteroid. Make sure it's big enough. She's so crazy. I love it.
I love it. It's great. We'll move this down. There we go. Yeah, like I said, eventually the stream layout will look a whole lot better. It's just kind of a hot mess right now because I haven't really had a chance to mess with it. Yeah, when people pop in and out of Video Ninja, they disappear. Wondering that's what's going on there. Or if they turn off their cameras, I'm gonna have something that pops up that shows their character picture if they turn off their camera. That way there's not blank spots on the stream. Okay, so we were looking at Newton.
Bash, I think you have something in your nose.
It's a camera effect.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I can't even attempt to try that.
Oh my god.
We're fine.
This is what I deal with all the time.
We're fine. Everything's
We're fine. Everything's fine.
I have a lot of pencils.
No, my therapist said we're all fine.
Every single all of us.
All right, so if you go to, I'm going to go ahead and drag over the forced evolution trait so it shows up. And then to add a perk, if you go under player, there's the perks menu. If you open that up and pick whatever perk it is you are wanting, you can search, you can type in the name of the perk if you know what it is, or if you're just wanting to browse perks.
I found my missing dice.
Yeah.
Was it up your nose?
Maybe.
No, but it can be.
Let's not do that.
Yeah, you kind of dared him.
I did, didn't I? I sort of asked for that,
You have
didn't
no
I?
one to blame but yourself.
Ah, well.
Do you have forceps at home?
Are you only doing one, or are you gonna get both sides? Keep it even.
Oh my gosh.
I do
it's
not
gone.
have forceps, but if he breathes in through his mouth really hard and then tries to blow them out of his nose, he
If
should
you
be
just got
fine.
stuck, I'll laugh.
Ooh, metal dice.
Oh,
I like
here.
the
Oh my
metal
gosh.
one.
That
Can
makes
you get?
that
That
makes
makes
me think
X-rays more difficult.
of that scene in Total Recall where he goes to get the tracker out of his nose.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Welcome to session 0, where we do absolutely no work and just fuck around all day.
I have pencils in my
can you?
headset.
I see that. So you're prepared.
Just a couple, just in case I lose one.
Look, you can never have enough.
I mean, maybe. But then
I
you
would
See if
just
kill the
Bash can
house out
fit.
of them.
Can Bash get the whole fireball damage up his nose? 8 die 6.
Like one of those little shot things. of
Yikes.
Fireball. Just dump it in there.
Ow. I think that would
hold
be
on.
more
Let me
dangerous
find my
than
mini d6s and I'll try.
I think that would be more dangerous than an actual fireball. Okay, so what perk were you looking at, Devouring?
Science.
I just wanted to no, he's bad at science. He doesn't actually know how to do anything. The only type of science he knows how to do is percussive maintenance.
Hit with Big Hammer.
The best kind of
Yeah.
science.
That like talking science to him is like arguing with a flat earther.
I'm so
Oh,
excited.
yay.
The level of chaos that this campaign is going to be, I'm just
Totally gonna be normal.
absolutely.
Like I'm trying to figure out how to add like see which perks are available to my character based on stats. Like, I know there was one in the character sheet, and I clicked a thing, and then it was like, no, we're not doing that anymore.
If you on the right side of Fantasy Grounds, underneath the player drop down, there's a thing that will pop up like all the perks and all that stuff that's in the system. And then you can look through those and it should tell you if there's requirements to them or not. Or the easiest thing would be just to thumb through the book if you have the book, but the book is also kind of laid out weird.
I had a guide, so I'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Then once I figure out what I want, then I'll ask how do I add it.
but yeah, if you decide what you want, once you decide what you want, if you open up the perks menu on the player, underneath the player menu, you can just grab the little lightning bolt that is beside the name of the perk and drag it over under the perks in your character sheet, and it will add it.
Oh, I think yeah, that's helpful. Thank you.
That's really nice.
And also on skills, you can only have a maximum of 3 in any skill to begin with.
Oh, it must have. Oh, yeah, I see that.
So if you go to your main tab on the side, right beside where it says skills, there's that little thing there. You can edit the list and move things up or down as you need to.
Yeah, I think it's just the tag skills that went in weird.
Yeah, we're seeing that a lot. I think for some reason it's not giving everybody the points in the tag skills, and then all of a sudden those points plus anything you added to it shows up, which makes life super fun.
As a super mutant, I cannot have any skills higher than 4.
Okay.
Yeah, that just means you'll be able to have a whole lot of skills, though.
In theory, however,
And then your inventory. So if you pop open the super mutant information, it will show you what equipment packs you have available. So you have either the brute or the skirmisher equipment packs, and you can open those up and see what is, well, yeah, you can open those up and see what is included in each one of those. And then once you decide, you can go to your inventory tab and just drag the little lightning bolt in the inventory tab, and it will drag everything over to your inventory. And I have added some sound effects for Fallout to my stream deck too. So we've got the opening vault door. And I have a laser pistol.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I haven't added everything yet. I've got them downloaded. I just haven't added them yet. So we'll have that Fallout sound effect ambiance. You know, it's the little things.
Did I just hear a murloc?
I
No.
don't know, but if my unseen servant is watching, they should bring me a disembodied new beverage. Yes.
So we're going to have a
Nice.
disembodied hand handing you a new beverage.
Maybe, or
Fun.
just setting it near me. You
How
never
does
know.
how does that work? You have to
It's
teach me
really
that
nice.
trick.
It's very convenient.
It's one of those perks that you get
Yeah, for being cool.
for blowing shit up. You have lots of disembodied arms when you blow things up.
See, it works.
Mm-hmm. Holy man!
It's perfect. Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks, teammate. Woo! Probably did it. And it's like this weirdo with all these pencils in her head. For anyone watching, you might be able to tell that I don't embarrass very easily. So, sorry for that.
She's also a mother with 3 young kids, so
I
sanity
am.
is not required.
Yeah. Nope. They don't make you take a test or anything before you procreate.
That is a fact.
You could just do it.
A lot
Literally.
of people probably shouldn't.
I mean, it's what it is.
I know you need a you need a license to drive a car. You need a license for your dog. But yeah,
Yep. You're supposed to register your bicycle, but a lot of people don't do that one.
true.
Rules.
You're supposed to register your bicycle?
Yeah, for real.
Oh.
You could get like bike licenses depending on where you live. Yeah.
Hmm.
Just like your pets.
Hmm.
You're not supposed to just have them. You're supposed to like. A lot of people don't do
Yeah,
that one.
especially if you go to the dog park without your animal being up on vaccines and registered and you get their dog license. Yep.
I went to register one of mine as an attack cat.
I mean, it's funny because they don't they register your kids for you, but you have to register your own pet. I don't get it.
All right. I'm trying to remember. I've got some really cool like orders and stuff for video boxes. for the stream, but I can't remember how to use them. Whoops. I'll figure it out.
Streaming magic.
Right?
Yeah. See, he's casting. It'll work soon.
Yeah, I know they dropped out of the Video Ninja, but they're still in voice. This is
Who?
the time to work on the layout and the characters and have everybody kind of hang out and get used to the style of chaos that everyone brings to the table.
I don't know that anyone can be ready for all of it.
No, there's no actual way to be ready for the chaos, but at least you can be aware of the style of chaos. See,
Can you? Some people are just wild cards.
that is true.
I'm rolling stealth.
How dare? Are we all supposed to hide now? Just
No.
make like weird gurgling yogurt noises. Yeah.
There's that frickin' Murloc.
Yeah, I'm gonna disable Bashman's soundboard.
Ah. So it's funny because Bash and I make that noise toward each other a lot, and today my husband made it at me. It was great. But to be fair, he probably walks in when like I'm talking Bash, so I've lost some pencils. Never mind. So he hears me making that noise one-sided conversation because he can't hear someone else when I'm wearing a headset. My weird wife making all these weird frog people noises.
Right? That's what you get.
It's probably honestly not the weirdest stuff he's had to deal with, having married me by choice. He decided to do it.
It was not a shotgun wedding, huh?
Nah, I'm too old and not motivated enough to force anyone to marry me.
Let's see. Yep, I'm gonna have to go look up all of the different little add-ins that I added to OBS to figure out where those borders were.
So for the characters, I see Lavender with the picture, Newton with a picture, Roxy with a picture. There's a name one. Is that
That's one that I was popping up to show
Go
everybody
over.
what people were looking at.
Well, we should name it then.
okay? Gotcha.
Or I could just
there's-
delete it.
Name it Boogers.
Boogers.
Hey.
That one actually says it's owned.
I mean, you may think it's Boogers, but it's not.
Mwahaha.
Who wants power armor? Jeff, you already want power. You want power armor?
Of course he wants power armor. This is the man who will hop
Day
into Minecraft and have a full suit of like diamond armor within the first couple of hours, or is making massive steel
Nice.
buildings in 7 days to die within the first day of gameplay.
Nice.
He's what you might call a power gamer.
Yes.
I call it and efficient.
You can call it whatever you want.
So we know who's dying first.
Nobody.
Foxy on the inside where her spirit is, and we'll crush it slowly or quickly.
Now.
I mean, we won't mean to. It's just,
I mean, I
you
live
know.
with Bashman. If my spirit was going to be crushed and I was going to die slowly on the inside, it would have happened already.
You're resilient. I'll give you that. We'll have to work harder then.
All right, so we need to.
I can provide inside information that
Yeah, trade secrets.
insider trading. You know, like Wall Street.
But like a micro version.
Yeah, I'm thinking that wouldn't be fair. Now I'm going to have to take all the Fallout material to work with me. So you can't read it when I'm not here.
He can read?
That's what he tells me.
I mean, even if you can, do you really want to? Like reading work.
I know read. I just recognize words good.
I just memorized all the sound things.
Yeah.
See Jane run.
Where's she going?
Far, far away.
She's going to meet boogers. Please make those some NPCs. That'd be great. Jane and boogers.
Let's see. And welcome back, Dingo Kingo, who just missed the large, shenanigan-filled tirade that we all went on.
Shenaniganry.
We could try and do it again.
I mean, I'm sure it will happen over and over again on different subjects.
So
So
many times.
this is where we're going to be living every other Saturday night.
Yeah, I probably need to figure out equipment.
Mhm.
I have a gift for Newton.
Oh dear God.
A gift?
Nice.
You know,
Hammer!
for science.
That's for little science.
Sometimes science need to be little.
No.
like Raider's head. You can do big science or little science. Either one.
Always big science. Big is better.
Big is better, but sometimes you need some little booms to make way for the big one.
Indeed.
So Newton's favorite science revolves the Big Bang Theory.
Newton is primarily a physicist.
Gravity's his friend.
He's trying to figure out why gravity.
Why
Perfect.
gravity pull down?
No,
Why
why gravity
So,
in
gravity?
general.
so
Why
Sinatra's gonna blow his mind because Sinatra's literally hovering above the ground, does not touch the ground.
Exactly. So,
Why no
robot
fall?
good at science and don't
Yeah.
fall.
So Sinatra does not gravity.
He does not.
Newton want to run test.
I feel like Newton, before he became a super mutant, was a mythbuster.
Yes.
One of his theories on science is that it only counts as science if you write it down afterwards.
Valid, yes.
That's true, because you have to test it over and over again to prove it. Or to not disprove it as the case may
That's
be.
exactly why he's exploring the wastelands.
Perfect.
Because there's so much sciencing to do in the wasteland.
I mean, where else are you going to do it?
Well, I mean, you could do it in town. However, people tend to get angry with you.
Yeah.
And then that's when I do my science. How many bullets does it take to make the head disappear?
It depends on the size of the gun or explosive.
New experiment. Can pistol round detonate explosive before they leave Roxy's hand?
Oh, that's mean.
No, it's kind of true though. Like, I feel like Roxy and you're Skip, right?
Mhm.
I feel like Roxy and Skip met each other, and he's just like, my luck isn't good, but she hasn't killed herself, and that's lucky. So they just naturally paired up because he's like, I could send her to danger. She's kind of dumb.
You'll do the dumb thing.
She'll like, I mean, if she has to get up close intentionally, she might not, but like, it's like, hey, you want to go and like try and like blow that up? Yeah, I do.
If
You
if
don't
need
have to
someone
ask
to
me
get up
twice.
close,
Do you have anything with like bullets? Stuff that goes boom? I love stuff that goes boom.
So funny side note, because we're talking about making things blow up. I have a favorite explosion noise. I don't know if anybody remembers this, but when the Mythbusters blew up the cement truck. Yeah, you'll have to, if you don't know the noise, you'll have to go onto like YouTube and just type in Mythbusters cement truck explosion. It's the best explosion noise. Because I think they use C4. It's so cool.
C4 and plastique, the fun stuff.
The really splody stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I wanted to be a
have
Mythbuster too, very much badly. Loved the Mythbusters. Sorry, Dingo Kingo on YouTube said Mythbusters was my childhood, man. I wanted to be a Mythbuster. Same. You were saying, Kat?
What?
What were you saying? You were saying something, and then I very rudely
No,
interrupted you.
I was chuckling to myself mostly. I don't know. I honestly don't remember. Was I saying words?
I actually wanted, so I wanted to use energy weapons, but there's no option for just a regular laser pistol.
All right, let me see. Dun, 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 dun.
Ba-ba-bum.
Item. Category. Weapon.
Is that for like perks or the tap trade?
I think it's in the items thing. I think it's just listed as laser gun, not pistol.
We have, yeah, there's laser gun, laser musket. That sounds like an oxymoron, doesn't it?
Wait, what?
So if you go to items and open up the little items box, you can type in laser in the bottom box and it will pull up all the different laser weapons. So there's a Gatling laser. It's got a
are we
rarity of
starting with
3.
just the starter packs? Are we allowed to request anything?
I mean, you can request things, just keep in mind that you're kind of just starting out. So, like, don't request anything too wild.
What's in a starter pack?
A
So-
fat man with only one round? No.
He's saving
That's
it
great.
for a special science event.
I mean, a super
T45
mutant
power armor?
with
Shit.
one mini nuke is like a super mutant suicider, you know?
Yeah, super mutants
Mhm.
have a specific delivery method for fat men.
It's only one. Ever needed.
Well, but we're trying to keep Newton alive. We love him very much.
So I still, when I click in laser and I click, search, it's still not showing me anything.
Okay.
Oh, no, it was just slow. It's loaded.
Okay. I was like, I certainly hope that's not going to be a huge issue because, Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah, me too, right? Fantasy Grounds is Fantasy Grounds is a little hard.
It can be, I think, and like I said, if you have questions, we'll try to get them answered and figure it out together because I don't expect anybody to live in Fantasy Grounds and know how it all works all the time. Because I know for darn sure I don't.
Yay, I can delete Fantasy Grounds from my brain.
It won't let me delete things I've accidentally added.
Okay. So if you go into, are you looking at your inventory?
Yeah, and I'm right clicking it and it just says window, minimize
Yeah.
and close.
So
There's
there's a little deal along the top, right beside the little plus sign for add item. If you click on that, you can edit your list and you can delete things.
Ah, ha.
They added
It
that so
works
people didn't accidentally delete things they didn't mean to delete, which was smart.
Got it.
And no, Bashman, you don't get to delete Fantasy Grounds from your brain because you have the knowledge. So therefore, you get to share the knowledge when you are asked.
I don't know. That's the deal.
I do see your laser gun. Like I see the laser gun, I see a laser musket.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean just a regular, basic laser gun to start with was what I was hoping I would get, but I don't know how much better that is than the starting weapon. Because I looked at just starting with the Vault Tech security pack.
Okay. And I think since you picked energy weapons as your tag skill, you
Yes.
get to go ahead and pick an energy weapon.
Okay.
And if that's not the way that it is, that's the way it is now.
No, I
Awesome.
believe you're right.
Yeah, because I vaguely remember reading something saying don't forget to add the weapon for the tag skill. So, like, if your equipment pack didn't come with a melee weapon, but you went hard into melee weapons,
Then you could
need
put
to have
one
one
in there.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay. So I mean, then I would assume I would start with a basic laser weapons.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, let me see here. So your trait for your oh, I'm looking at the wrong person. Dun, da, da, da. Although, Kat, you do need to pick your traits.
What?
You have traits that you need to put into your abilities tab.
I have perks. What are the traits?
So if you go to the main and click on where it says survivor, your origin, it tells you your options for traits. You said you were educated though, didn't you?
Yeah, I picked them, but like whenever I add stuff, like do I have to type all that in? Because the other thing you
No.
said we could add perks, but when I try to click and move it, it will not insert correctly, and it also won't let me delete the like 50 other ones I've.
You have to do it the same way you did with the items.
It does not have an edit tab.
Yeah, it
There.
does at the bottom.
Plus.
I just fixed it.
It's at the bottom.
Oh, thank you. But it wasn't letting me click and drag. So no, I did not take Did I?
I put it on there for you.
I think I took fast shot. I switched
Did
up
you?
what I was doing.
Okay.
Because at first I was looking and then I didn't read because why?
Because who reads?
You know. So I was like, oh, fast shot, and then we'll take an extra perk. So then for extra perk, I went with demolition expert.
Rock on. That's
I'm
fun.
expert at seeing it go boom.
Fitting.
Indeed.
That's fitting.
All right. And then equipment packs. Did you decide what equipment pack you wanted, Kat?
No, because I couldn't find it.
Okay. If you like on the main tab, again, go into the Survivor Origin. And if you scroll down, it will tell you what equipment packs you have available.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't actually go to that before.
Yep. And you can just drag the lightning bolt into your inventory tab and it'll pull everything over for you.
Okay, so I just put my laser gun that's two-handed because I wanted a rifle. It's the same damage as a regular laser gun. Just two-handed.
Okay. And then once everybody has their equipment packs decided on.
I put my basic equipment pack in there.
Okay. Then you can go in and there's that little orange deal that says, if you hover over it, it will say carried. If it's a gun or some sort of weapon, you want to equip it. And like your jumpsuit and your armor, you want to equip those. That way the stats for those items show up. Like your security armor will show that you have your armor equipped.
I guess I need ammo.
You've got 10 millimeter rounds, and then let's see,
The laser
fusion cells.
fusion cell. Yes, that's what it.
Helps if I can spell. All right, I will drop you some fusion cells. Okay, you've got fusion cells now. And to start out with, I'm not going to be tracking ammo like super, super close. If it gets to the point where we're doing that, hooray. But as far as if you need to shoot and you don't have any ammo in your inventory, it's still going to let you shoot. So, keep an eye on it, but I'm not going to split hairs on that. Wandering, the ammunition under laser gun says fusion cell. Let's see. So, traits, perks.
I want a wanderer thing. Equipment.
Yeah, so if you go to the right side of Fantasy Grounds, underneath the campaign
Yep.
drop down, there's equipment
Got it.
pack, and
Or you
regular
can drag
storage.
the Wanderer equipment pack lightning bolt from the Survivor information box that popped up over into your inventory, and it'll do the same thing.
Show
Mhm.
Because there are 12 different ways to do every single thing on Fantasy Grounds.
Which is
Mhm.
great.
Yeah, it's amazing.
if it always worked for me, it doesn't. Oh, what's better, Radaway or Jet? What is Jet? I feel like
Like speed, I think.
I don't know.
Is there a little lightning bolt beside where it says Radaway or Jet?
Those ones, it's automatically adding. It's just an option from the starter pack. So you
Okay.
have to pick between the two.
You jet junkie.
No, I should probably have Radaway.
I can see her Psycho Jet.
I mean, she probably would. She just hasn't found any yet.
Let's see. So Jet is, the duration is brief, and extra action cost 1 less AP. So if you were going to take an extra action during combat, you wouldn't have to spend an AP point. And Radaway. Dun, 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 dun.
That one I know.
Yep. So it can be applied using the Take Chem minor action, healing 4 radiation damage immediately, or it can be applied as part of a first aid action, healing 4 radiation damage in addition to any other healing done. Yes, it is in the name Wandering, but there could be people in the audience who don't know what Radaway does. And since it's, you know, a TTRPG and not a video game, maybe there were some things that we needed to be aware of. Like some of the perks, going through and looking at them and going, okay, does that do that automatically, or are we going to have to go in and do that ourselves?
There are so many perks.
There are a ton of perks. There are 6 pages of perks.
And every time you level, you get a new perk. Is that how?
Yes, so when
Is
you
that how it
level up,
goes?
let's see.
My understanding is when you level up, you gain 1 HP, 1 perk, and 1 skill point.
Nice.
There are perks that will let you get extra skill points or extra stats too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And when we hit the point where we level up, it's actually super easy. But we will go through that when we hit that point. Because, I mean, I know my brain is jello and I'm not trying to build characters right now.
It's a good thing Fantasy Ground is so intuitive and accessible.
Right?
I'm not at all having to Google how to do things.
Yeah, when I was when I had it open to kind of see if I sort of understood how everything works from the GM side, I was like, okay, how do I do this? So I would Google it, and then there would be a video. And I'm like, I don't want to watch a video. I just want a simple, like,
Give
short
me 2
paragraph.
sentences
Uh-huh.
and we're good.
Exactly. Hey, Laura, how's it going? I think Fantasy Grounds will get easier as we go along. We just like to gripe about things. It's in our DNA.
Mm-hmm.
Part of it is some of us, even if we've used it, it's probably been a while.
Yeah, and they change things every single week. At least once a week. Like, the key to Fantasy Grounds is anytime you open it, just hit check for updates because there will have been one.
Mm-hmm. So many up.
Because they're constantly improving.
I like to phrase it as making changes.
Mm-hmm.
That too.
Is it like constantly being in puberty?
If you mean the inconvenience of having your
digital
voice crack and shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, technology.
Luckily, I don't have a lot of different Fantasy Grounds extensions because there aren't a whole lot of them for the Fallout system. Because that's when things really break. Is if you're running a lot of different extensions in Fantasy Grounds and then they do an update, but the extensions haven't quite updated yet.
Mm-hmm. Indubitably.
We are playing the one from Modifius, the 2D20 system. And we are going to start out with the module from the starter kit, which is called Once Upon a Time in the Wasteland. And then see where it branches out from there.
We'll see who survives.
Everybody's going to survive. What do
I
you
sure hope not.
mean?
I'm okay with an uncharacteristically glorious and totally cool with that.
Emotional damage is always more interesting than physical
Yeah.
damage.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
But it doesn't fall as well.
You could always combine the two.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like,
Especially
oh yeah,
if it
this is
has
how I
fear
lost my
falling.
arm.
Well, you know, it's all fun and games until somebody loses an eye.
Or legs.
And it's
Then
just
it's
funny.
hilarious.
Or a torso. Don't ask.
Losing.
I mean, who hasn't misplaced a torso at least once in their life?
Well, never mine, but, you know.
I mean, you know, we try not to talk about it too much, just in case.
It's always best not
Indeed.
to talk about such things in public when people might be recording.
Mm-hmm.
When people are most definitely recording. Because the VOD will be on YouTube.
I mean, there's no danger of anyone clipping anything, right?
Oh, no, that would never happen.
No.
Would anyone ever do that?
That'd be terrible.
Well, I mean, we do have
So
the master clipper in game with us.
Is that good or bad?
That just means that he's really, really paying attention, I would imagine. So,
To all of your possible relief, I am terrible at multitasking.
Oh, thank goodness.
we're saved.
I mean, we're just not saved.
Yeah, that too.
The risk is lower.
Indeed.
It's not zero. It's never zero.
Yeah, the chance is never zero. However, lower chances of having unfavorable comments clipped are higher. We're good. We're good. What I'm going to tell myself.
I appreciate you wandering.
I feel like I don't know anyone quite well enough to fully appreciate them yet. Give me time, everyone.
I
Yeah.
mean, according to some people, Wandering and I are the same person.
It does happen quite a lot that
Wandering,
somebody will be
devouring.
talking about one of you, but they actually mean the other one.
Devouring! I swear to God!
I mean, some people wander and devour. Multitasking.
Indeed. I know I saw a dice bag at GaryCon that said bag of devouring, and I giggled. Did I send you a picture? Did I take a picture of that? Did I send you that picture?
I don't know. I saw one at the Renaissance Fair too, and I might have sent you that picture as well.
Now I'm just thinking about walking around carnivals and fairs and stuff and like getting food and walking around eating.
I'll make you a
Wandering.
t-shirt that says bag of devouring.
Devouring endlessly.
There you go. We'll get there eventually. I also need to figure out, at one point I had it so that my Twitch chat and my YouTube chat were meshed so y'all could talk to each other, but apparently whatever I did to do that got wiped out with the OBS update, so I will get to figure that out again.
Yay!
Yay!
Which one has more viewers when it's live?
Honestly, I'm happy with however many viewers are on either channel ever.
I'm just wondering if I'm gonna log on, which one's cooler to talk to people on?
Yes.
Yes, normally there are more people in the Twitch chat.
Good.
But like I said, I'm happy wherever anybody is watching. Because there was a point not long ago where I felt like I was screaming into the void.
I mean, you don't just do that every day.
Well, I do, but, you know, there was video evidence of me doing it at the time, so most of the time I try to
Literal?
do it without there being evidence of it.
Well, now I just want someone to link me the evidence.
The very first, when I first started streaming on Twitch.
Just screaming. That, you know, just one full session of screaming.
Yeah, but usually Dre had hit my microphone mute button and I didn't realize it. So it was just basically video of me sitting
Background
here.
screaming.
Yeah, it's great. Of course, it's been a hot minute since I streamed at like 4:30 in the morning too, so.
If you want to get back to that, my kids will come wake you up that early, like just in case you want that.
Let's see. What else can we talk about with this system as far as like session 0 type stuff?
I'm guessing it's just the normal, like from the box setting.
Mm-hmm.
Going over how some like ability rolls and combat and things might be good for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So let me see. I will just pull up a map and share it because really it's kind of just easier to do it rather than just talk about it. So let me find the map that I made.
I think the most important thing for everyone to know is you want to roll low.
Mm-hmm.
Golf scores.
Yes, and a nat 20 is not good.
Mm-mm.
That is a critical failure.
That's a complication.
Yeah.
Complications bad.
A failure with benefits.
Failure with benefits. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh, helps if I have that deleted. Okay.
You
Yeah.
can shortcut your rolls at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I know how
Sure
things
can.
work. Totally know how things work.
Oh man, I don't think. No, I know I saved my map that I was working on earlier, but oh well. No, I did. Okay, good. Yay. Excellent.
Who's rolling stinky dice?
Me.
All right. So, um,
And if you go to like make a roll or grab a dice before you let go of the left mouse button, if you right click, it adds dice.
Haha! I rolled some natural 20s in there.
That's 4 failures with benefits.
Haha! Or I only see 3.
I think you have to wash your dice.
I'm definitely going to have to work on map scale. We'll worry about that later. Okay, let me pull up. Oh my God. Y'all.
He taught me a trick.
The funny thing is, Chad, that dice is actually the nuclear fallout effects dice in fantasy.
Nice.
Pop, pop.
So I have an
That's a
ability
toggle
that
word.
lets me replace a d20. Is there a way to do that?
You just roll. You just roll the
Just
d20
roll
again.
another one. Gotcha.
Yeah, because I mean, with the action point system or whatever, it's like extra successes above the difficulty level is how you generate group AP, and you'll
Gotcha.
you'll use that for different effects, extra d20s, things like that. But we have to keep track of it.
All right, I just sent you guys a map. Yes, it's ridiculously large.
Ooh.
Pretty. Wow.
So,
It looks like it's tripping.
It's because it's
Line of sight.
nighttime and the lights are blinking.
mm.
All right.
Yeah.
So you've got your
Health
map,
alarms are going.
and you need to open the combat tracker. So at the very top, there are 2 crossed swords. You just want to click on that.
At the very top, there are
Under
two
tools.
Under
crossed
tool.
swords.
Mm-hmm. if you open the tool menu, there are 2 crossed swords.
It's the
And that's
first icon on the left under tool. I do remember some stuff.
Ah,
Good job, me.
All right, so
okay.
does everybody have their combat tracker open?
Yep.
I do.
Okay.
Yay.
So in order to target somebody, you can either control click on their icon in the combat tracker, or you can control click on their token on the map. And if you look at the combat tracker, it will tell you who you have targeted.
Do the bad guys show up on the combat tracker?
Not
Are they-
always.
Are they not on there?
If you hit control and click on somebody else's name, it shows your target under your name. So like I just clicked Skip Johnson, so it says target Skip Johnson. Like Newton just targeted one of the baddies or whatever is on the map.
They don't. They should. Okay.
See it on the tracker? Very fancy, right?
So yeah, I guess we're using the map for now until I can figure out how to fix that problem. So yeah, until I figure out how to fix that, yeah, just control click on them on the map. And this is all one zone. So if you want to shoot them or whatever, there's no issue with that because everybody is working in the same zone.
When you say zone, what is that represented on the map?
Areas within range.
Yeah,
based
areas
on
within range
movement.
based on movement. So instead of like
say-
feet in this game, there are zones, and the zone is basically whatever the GM says it is. So like if we're in a house and everywhere on one level could be one zone, or each room could be a different zone. It's just basically, okay, this is how it is. I'm trying to put together maps. There aren't any in like most of the Fallout stuff. So the lovely artwork that you see here was drawn by me shortly before stream.
Ooh.
So a
Mhm.
zone is as big or as small as you declare it?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
And you can move anywhere within a zone as a minor action. And you get 1 minor action and 1 major action per round. You can buy another minor action with an action point, or a major action you can buy with 2 action points.
And I definitely didn't just drop a book on my own head.
That had to hurt.
Be careful. That's how you get Newton.
It just fell. I didn't drop it. It just
It's,
fell.
it's literally his origin story. A book fell on his head, and then he had a thought.
I bet he had a feeling too.
That feeling was ouch. But why ouch?
Because book.
It might have been a rock that he
Good.
just thought was and thought the book did it.
Could be.
That's the scar on his head.
That's
has
what
to
brought
write
in the
for
whole
him.
why gravity thing, isn't it?
It is. He was in a high school, and the roof collapsed in on him, and he thought the book hit him. Then he started reading the book, or well, looking at the book.
Valid.
He read the pictures.
As you do.
It was a heavily annotated, used high school physics book. So, he sometimes has a difficulty distinguishing between mathematical formulas and penis drawings.
That's valid because, in a lot of those high school books, they have the formulas for different things, and then they have the biology sections. So that's,
Not just physics.
It's
Somebody
100%
totally drew
logical.
stick boobs and stuff.
No,
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's what kids do.
Mm-hmm.
like
Actually, more
just
specifically, it's what
figures
boys
and-
do.
Yeah, yeah.
All over the restroom walls, too.
Oh my gosh. I am so glad that
And the chairs.
Uh-huh.
And the
anywhere
bleachers.
else.
And
the desk.
and the hallway walls and
Yeah.
classroom walls and the desks.
I feel
And
like
sometimes
Drop
they
is
make
usually loved by
tiles.
girls.
Sometimes they make little paper airplanes and put thumbtacks on it, and then draw a penis on that, and then throw it and stick it in the ceiling.
oh
Yep.
dear God. All right, so Skip, you are actually first on the combat tracker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because in this game you don't roll initiative.
No, there is a fixed initiative. But if you want to jump in and do something at the start of initiative, you can. Is it AP or is it luck points that you can do that for? Hey, I'm still learning it all too.
Luck, I believe. I don't know. I'd have to read up on the luck part again.
Yeah.
Luck is my dump stat, so I didn't read up on it much.
My dumb stat is intelligence.
I am going to run and kind of slide to a stop up there beside Newton, and at like with lightning quick speed, it seems. You see Skip already has his pistol in his hand, aimed and letting shots fire at unidentified number 3.
Excellent.
Oh, where did my character sheet go?
If you click on your icon, it'll pop it.
I know it was hidden behind the map.
Because it's a really big map.
I'm going to re-roll that 12 because I can.
Okay.
Never mind.
Just kidding.
And pow 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 for 5 damage.
Excellent.
All torso, by the way.
Okay. So.
And that's my turn.
Okay. So hit the next actor button at the bottom. Okay. So the next is Dark Pawn.
Hmm. And since this works, you said I just hold control?
You hold control and click whoever you want to target.
Okay.
Okay. And what are you wanting to do?
I will pew pew, even though he wouldn't normally pew pew, just so I can try it out.
Okay. So you need to have your character sheet up.
Oh my goodness. Just have to make the map smaller. Somehow I blew that up like crazy. My goodness. Okay.
And
Character
then
sheet. We're gonna do science.
no, go to combat.
Oh, I don't want to go to my weapon.
Yeah, your weapons are in your combat deal on your combat tab.
Yep, that's where I'm at.
Okay.
Yep.
And you just click on the round dice to see if you actually hit. Yep, you did hit. You hit him once, so hit the little square button for your damage. That would be a d6. Or a graphic representation of a d6. Holy cow, you did 6 damage.
Bzz.
And it didn't show up because you had him targeted. I don't know why. Okay. Well, and he's dead. So,
Yay.
oh, I should. Dang it. Okay. I should have deleted him off the map and not off the combat tracker. Never mind. Okay. Next, so go back to the combat tracker. There's a little green arrow at the bottom that when you hover over it says next actor.
Okay.
Click on that. All right. So it is now my turn. Where is that guy at? All right. I don't even know where that guy's located on the map. So
Is he dead? Did you kill him?
no, he's. Yeah, we're just gonna get rid of that. Okay, so next it is Roxy.
All right. So I'm still kind of newer to the system,
Mhm.
but I have this pipe gun. What do I do?
Do you have your pipe gun equipped?
I do. It
Okay,
shows up under weapons.
Okay, so click on the little, what looks like a D20. Oh, wait, you've got to target first. So control click on whoever it is you're wanting to shoot with that pipe gun. Okay, so you've got him targeted.
Ooh, a complication.
Yep, so your pipe gun jams.
That's fine.
So go to the combat tracker and hit next actor. At the bottom, there you go.
I know
All
that
right.
part.
So
I did want to move up this way a little bit, though.
I am going to target, and any damage done tonight is going to be deleted. So we are going to, we're going to be real dumb and walk up to the super mutant and try to hit him with a fire iron.
Ah, I see you like science too.
And totally whiffed it. Like he ran up to Newton, didn't realize what a big dude he was, and he was like, okay, never mind.
Time for a lesson in percussive.
Time for gravity lessons.
All right. So then it's my other dude's turn, and he's going to do the same thing because he saw his buddy running. So he was like, yeah, that looks like a brilliant idea. But he's going to try to hit him. He's going to do an unarmed strike because he's not very bright.
Even dumber.
He's a raider, so he's not very bright. All right, so I had one success. So how much damage am I going to do? 3 damage. Okay. And that's the end of my turn. So next it is Lavender.
Okay, so this is a little difficult because again, I can't talk with Fantasy Grounds up.
Okay.
So I actually have to click out of the window.
That's okay. You've got him
So
targeted.
I need to click the guy.
Yep, he's targeted. And oh, your weapons aren't equipped, so I will go in there and do that real quick.
What's going on if it won't let me equip one of my weapons?
I will have to look and see. So you have your weapons equipped now, Lavender. If you go to your character sheet under the combat tab, and then whatever weapon you decide to use on whatever dude you're using, or
Okay.
you click on the D20 and it will roll your dice to see if you actually hit. Oh, the guy's not targeted anymore. So go ahead and retarget the guy by control clicking on whoever it is. There you go. Got it.
Okay, so I've clicked him, and then I see the laser gun. Now what do I do?
Click on the little, it looks like a D20 icon. Click on that and it will roll to see if you actually hit him. And you did. So now you hit the little, what looks like a D6. Click on that and it will do the damage. Oh, he resisted all the damage.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to find the little D6.
It's right beside the D20. It should have been more than that, though.
Yeah, let me see something real quick. So
Is that not the right thing to do?
if you go, so did you use the laser gun? So on your laser gun, if you click the D20, it's got a 12 in it under your weapons in the combat tab.
Let's see. Actually, my D20 has a 4 in it, and then the little icon next to it has a 0 in it.
On the
Have you
So
combat,
got
with my
your
laser
skills
gun,
picked up? Yep.
it says weapons, it says energy, and then it's got that little D20 icon that has a 4 in it, and then it has a square, which I'm assuming might be that one, but it has a 0. So when I try to click and drag, nothing happens.
that's weird.
Like there's no roll,
Because,
which is why I took the one from the bottom.
yeah, that's really weird because I've got your character sheet open here and it has a 12 and a 4, which is what's on your, like with your
Yeah,
stats and stuff.
problem.
Okay, well, I don't know why mine says that then.
I don't either.
Well, I mean, I was just doing, like I said, I've just been doing what it says right.
So try like closing your character sheet and reopening it maybe.
Okay.
Oh, oops. Sorry.
How dare you do that during a session 0 when we're just screwing around with maps and trying to learn the system?
Oh, no. I dragged it too far to the side. It looks like it cut it off the thing. Did it even roll anything?
Okay, now it's reloaded.
Okay, so retarget the guy. And then pull up your character sheet and go to combat again. Does it look right now?
I think it does.
Okay. So then just click on that. Is there a 12 in that one dice icon beside laser gun?
Yes, there is now. Yeah, that one
Excellent.
I rolled 12, and then the 4 is now here. There you go.
Excellent.
That's what happened when I pressed the button.
Okay. That's perfect. That's what's
Okay.
supposed to happen. Yay!
Yay! So that okay, now it works.
Yep. And then go back to your combat tracker and hit next actor.
Okay, next actor.
It's right at the
I do-
very bottom. There we go. All right. Now it's Newton's
Okay.
turn.
Newton going to do an experiment.
Oh. All right. Roll your damage. Very.
I got a 5.
That was a nice hit. All right. Hit your next actor button, and it will be Skip's turn next.
Yay. And again, with like a lightning, like just super amazing quickness, you're going to see him like holster his pistol and he just like flips up a assault rifle and is going to shoot number 2. Because I have free actions. Yeah. Ooh, 2 successes. It's an extra point. Extra AP point. Yay.
Yay.
And roll damage. For tree. And 3 burst damage.
Okay, for some reason the damage didn't. You had number 2 targeted, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for some reason it didn't drop the damage on it. All right, now it did. We'll just have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Don't want to waste ammo.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Sinatra, you're up. Oh, and we have a complication. Buzzsaw arm. So, your buzzsaw arm grinds to a halt, and there, if it wasn't a human, there would be foul language, but, you know, Sinatra's more refined than that.
Is he?
Today he is. I don't know, did they program Sinatra with some foul language? You're muted, Dark Pawn.
I said, "Oh, by golly, yes, good sir."
He's gonna have to go clean out his buzzsaw. All right, so pass your turn. All right, and
That happens to many older Mr. Handy units.
yeah, you forgot to grease your buzzsaw, didn't you? All
I
right.
sure did.
All right, Kat, what's your plan of attack? And remember, you
Yeah.
can move anywhere within the zone.
Yeah. I'm just having issues with like stuff not being equipable appropriately. Like it wouldn't let me put on the 38 cal,
All right, let me take a look here.
or that's around. But I have the pipe gun and the rolling pin equipped.
Yeah, the ammo
That's
in
the
the
ammo, okay.
inventory, you just click it where it shows the bag so that you have it carried. It doesn't actually let you.
Yeah. But the pipe gun is jammed, right? Because it's jammed.
Yep, but it's only jammed for 1 round. So you could run up and hit him with the rolling pin and back away, because it's not like they're opportunity attacks.
Yeah, would that even be worth it? Like, I'm not strengthy.
I mean, they both have 8 hit points total. Any damage is
sure, let's whack him. I don't know.
any chance at damage is worth it. Plus, you could potentially get
I don't know.
AP.
Does that hit?
Oh, you didn't have him targeted.
Assuming he was this one.
Let's see. Did that work? Okay, so
No,
roll. I targeted him for you. So if you want to roll the damage and see if that puts damage on him.
The thing is only showing up as 0. I don't. So it's not doing anything.
Yeah, it's because it has the target number at 4 right now. So we got to fix her character sheet.
Okay, so well, it worked for me. So try closing out your character sheet and reopening it.
Okay. Still says 4.
Okay.
Like,
So
is that just you have to like meet or beat like strength or something?
yeah, because you don't have anything in melee weapons.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Okay.
Nah, I just not gonna hit anything.
Okay. And you do, since you went into energy weapons, you need to add a laser pistol to your inventory
Oh, okay.
because you put that as a
Okay.
tag skill.
Then I would have probably used that. Guns.
That's all right. It's a learning curve,
I need a really big curve.
as do we all. All right. So if you just want to hit your next actor,
It's more of a bell curve.
Yeah, I'm at like the bottom of either side of it.
I mean, as long as we're having fun, who cares? It's all good. It's going to happen. All right. So this dude still has Newton targeted, but he's going to untarget Newton because Newton's a big old boy. And target Roxy because she's not a big old boy. And he thinks he has a better shot.
Sexist.
He is. I mean,
Is he flirting with her?
he might be.
I'm gonna punch him with my guns.
All right. So I got 1 success. And no damage because you resisted it all. So good job.
Deflect it with my rolling pin.
All right. And this guy's going to try to get Sinatra because he also sees that Newton is a big old boy.
Yeah.
And he,
Oh my.
since he's a little bit away, he's going to draw his pipe gun because he thinks he's got a better shot at shooting the robot. And we'll see if we get any damage. Partially resisted. So we did 2 damage to Sinatra. And next is Lavender.
How rude.
I'm a raider. What do you expect? I wasn't taught manners like most people were. All right, so you got, go ahead and roll the damage. And there is 1 complication, but I am just going to add GM AP instead of adding a complication. And what is that? Unidentified 1. Okay. And go ahead and pass your turn.
So I still had. Oh, there he goes. Never mind.
Yep. So we got 1 hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. Newton's a monster. There we
Newton
go.
science good.
There. Okay, so I have to delete them off the combat tracker to get the appropriate blood splot. He's all squished into the ground. And that's basically.
Oh my.
Newton would probably use upward swings more. He's trying to get some good distance on him.
I see.
Or just on his head if that's necessary.
There you go. Well, I mean, there would be part of him left there bleeding, so. But yeah, that's how combat runs. And then, of course, eventually, we'll make our way into this building here, but not today. Who wants to observe falling objects? Yes.
I mean, every time he launches something into the air, he starts counting.
Excellent.
How high can he count?
What usually he goes 1, 2, 3. Oh, there it is. So he usually doesn't get above 4 because he just pauses and doesn't count consistently.
Well, that way his results are consistent for how long it takes something to hit the ground again.
If you check his notes, there's a lot of rock 3 seconds.
Aha! That absolutely makes sense. All right. Well, I mean, I think really we've kind of covered most of the stuff that I can think of for right now. I'm sure there will be things that come up and questions everybody's going to have, including me. So, as we're playing, feel free to ask questions. Please ask questions. There are no dumb questions, especially when it comes to Fantasy Grounds, because there are so many questions.
There are no dumb questions, just dumb people.
Maybe both.
Oh my. But with that, I do believe that I am going to call it for stream tonight. Thank you, everybody, for coming and hanging out and watching the beginning of what could be a very magical train wreck. But it'll be fun to watch. Let's see. This is how rusty I am. Oh, we should raid out to somebody. Let's see. Who should we raid out to?
Yes,
Friends.
we shall.
People.
People.
People and friends.
People who are streaming. Yeah.
Be hard to raid them if they're not.
Let's see. If I was smart, I would have been looking for this earlier.
We're all just dumbing through
Side.
this. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't streamed for a month and a half, so I'm rusty, yo. At least I admit it. We can go raid Buried Fate, who is playing some Phasmophobia. So we'll hit this start raid button. And for heaven's sake. Oh, now it goes. Okay.
Right.